appropriate.
Okay.
And this is definitely one that I'm going to do for a couple weeks in a row. So you'll be able to either push reps or push the weight, depending on what you like. Alan, what are you going to do for the thrusters today?
I have a 35-pound dumbbell or a 45-pound kettlebell.
Okay. Are you going to try? How about doing like single arm with the 35-pounder?
Sure.
And then switching hands each time, or you can hold it like this. Right? It's kind of awkward for a thruster, but it might be if you want to do higher reps, depending on what your goal is there.
Yeah. I think with the max push-ups.
Yeah.
I think I want to conserve my shoulder.
Okay. Okay, so maybe 2 hands on a 35 and a little higher rep count.
Yep.
Okay. Shirley, I see you got a couple dumbbells there.
I do.
Okay, you're going to thruster with those, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Vanessa, what are you thinking here?
You are.
I was thinking 55 with the barbell.
55? Okay, that's a heavy weight. How many reps?
Maybe 4, maybe 5.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like 4. I think 4 will be challenging over time.
I just wanted to be heavier today rather than lighter.
Yep, sounds good. Anyone else have any questions about what they're going to use for the thruster portion of today?
What about 95 at say 10 to 12?
And you're going to do 10 or 12 per minute?
Yeah.
I think that's a lot.
Okay.
I think that I think between 5 and 7 would probably be more appropriate.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to do this one a couple weeks in a row. So if you do that number today and you feel like that's way too easy, feel free to bump it up next time. Right. Let's set a baseline first. Okay, Sarah, what do you got?
I have 2 10-pound dumbbells.
Okay, so with 10s, I want high rep. Okay, because that's light for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get started, please. Let me just get you on your feet, a little bit of running on the spot, just so I know you're here and you can hear me. Just moving around a bit, a little jogging. Where'd Amanda go? Give me 10 air squats on the spot, please. 10 air squats. And then just a few standing leg swings. Just leg swings, yeah, swing your leg back and forth. Once you've done like at least 5 on each side, go back to running on the spot. And 2-foot hops. Give me like 20 2-foot hops, just bouncing on the balls of your feet. Warm up the ankles a bit. All right, and pause for a sec. Feet go double wide. And you're going to walk out to a walkout. Walk out to the top of the push-up position. Nice and slow. Hold that position. And I'm going to count them off. It's going to be shoulder taps left and right. We're going to do 6. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now as you walk back, really take your time with it. Feel a little hamstring stretch. Stand right up and reach for the sky. Squeeze the glutes and press out with the shoulders. And then back again, walking out again. Just trying to get a little blood flow to all the joints here. Walk it out, hold that core position. And we're going shoulder taps again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me a push up this time. And walk it back real slow. Feel it in the back of the calves. Feel it in the hamstrings. Stand. Give the glutes a good squeeze. Reach for the sky. Stretch out, extend through the back. Good. We're going to do 3 more of those at your own pace, please. 3 more at your own pace. If you're feeling warm, you can move a little quicker if you need to. Once you've done 5 of those, give me 10 jumping jacks, please. I don't know how many of you have been following along with Leah's 30-day core challenge, but it went from like a 3 to like a 10 today. It went from some nice back arch moves to 100 V-ups for time. So it definitely kicked it up a notch. So, okay, you're gonna do 2 more rounds of that. 5 walkouts, 10 jumping jacks, please, with the shoulder taps. Yako, can I get you to mute your mic when you get a chance? Thank you. Have you finished 3 rounds now, Sarah? Okay. If you finish 3 rounds, I want you to, we still got a few people that are still finishing it off here, but we are going to do 3 rounds of floor presses. So you'll need some sort of a device. A plate is optimal, backpack, something you can hold in both hands. And then you're going to press. And what we're going to do is 3 rounds of 15 seconds fast and then 15 seconds slow. Okay, just to warm up the arms, shoulders, everything. So give it a couple. So we got a couple people still just finishing up the jumping jacks. We'll let them catch their breath. A 10 to 15 pound plate is optimal for this if you have it. If you don't, it's okay. Backpack, kettlebell, a dumbbell that you can put both hands on. If you have 2 light dumbbells, that's perfect too. So I'm going to call it out when we get into this part. I just need everybody laying on their back. And your weight is at your chest. So it's going to be 15 seconds fast, 15 seconds slow. And we are starting in 3, 2, 1, and fast. Go fast, go fast. Press, press, press. Elbows come down beside the body. 3, 2, now go slow, very slow up and down. It never actually stops, but it should be like a 3 or 4 count up and 3 or 4 count down. 3, 2, 1, and fast. Fast again, fast again. Natalie, can you spread the dumbbells apart a little bit? And 3, 2, 1. Slow motion now, slow motion. Full range, all the way up, all the way down. And fast, 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 fast. And 3, 2, and slow, slow. Last round is slow. Focus on perfect positioning. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. How do your arms feel? Scale of 1 to 10, hold up a hand. 5 being my arms are super fatigued from that. 1 being I feel fine. Is that a 4 you got there? Threes, lots of 3s. 5, yeah, I got heavy. 4. We're gonna rest a couple minutes and we're gonna do it again. I wanna make sure, one of the pieces that I have in today is max effort push-ups. So if you have been doing the push-up EMOMs with me, then I do wanna see or set a benchmark for how many push-ups you can do in a row. You basically, there's no point in doing it more than once because you're probably not gonna do more the second round, but I do wanna make sure everybody's arms and shoulders are nice and warmed up. So if you feel like you taxed your shoulders fairly heavily on that last 15-15, you can go a little slower this time or a little lighter weight. I just wanna make sure everybody's arms and shoulders are warmed up for the push-up thing. All right, we're starting round 2 of fast and slow 15 seconds ons in 3, 2, 1, fast, going fast. Two, 1, slow, going slow. If you need to rest during the slow part on the second round, that's okay too. I don't want you to burn out your arms too much for the push-ups. 3, 2, 1, fast. Two, 1, and slow. And I think 2 rounds now will be good based on what I see here. 5 more seconds. And rest. Go ahead and put the weight off to the side. And come on over where I can see you. You can see me in the camera. All right. Once you get to the end range of your effort level or endurance level when you're doing push-ups, you can start to use your own breath and tension through your body to help produce force to get 1 or 2 more reps. The breathing pattern that goes along with those push-ups involves driving or breathing as you press. The question I have for you, and most of you have been paying attention, do you breathe in as you press or breathe out as you press? So hold up a 1 if you think breathe in, hold up a 2 if you think breathe out. Good, everybody knows, good. All right, with your arms, show me the arm position for a tricep push-up. If you wanted a push-up that was mainly tricep involved. Good, if you were trying to focus on building that tricep push-up strength. Now, show me the arms if you wanted an even chest dominant push-up. Where would the elbows be? Good. Now show me the arm position if you wanted a shoulder injury. Yes, good, no flaring of the elbows, okay? Ideally, your shoulders and hips rise at the same time. There is a time and a place for that worm push-up where people rise their shoulders and then their hips. I allow it sometimes if people don't quite have the strength in their shoulders to even get themselves off of the ground. However, for this push-up challenge, I would rather you did an elevated push-up where you used a bench, a chair, or couch or something to support yourself, than you started doing the worm push-up, okay? If you've been here, and most of you have for the 10-minute EMOMs, today we test. We want to see if your total number, if you don't know your total number, then it's a great time to set a benchmark of basically how many push-ups can you do, okay? Does anybody need more time before we get into this?
Which type of push-up, though, does it matter?
Either tricep or chest, your choice.
Okay, hand
I would
release
go-
about? No.
I would go 45 degrees with the elbow and keep it there.
Hand
So-
release or no?
No hand release, no. But if you want to be super strict, if I'm doing this and I want a true test, I make sure that my chest touches on every one, no question.
Okay,
Right.
Thank you.
So I guess it says max effort without stopping. Does that mean with continuous motion, or does that mean you can stop in a top position and?
If you come out of a push-up position, it's over. Okay. So if you drop a knee or you rest at the bottom or anything like that, it's over. If you rest at the top for a couple seconds, take a big breath in, and then get one more, I count it. That still counts. Okay. So you can rest at the top as long as you maintain that perfect push-up position. As soon as you drop a knee or rest on the ground where your chest is actually the ground's bearing all of your weight, you're done. Is everybody ready? I'm just going to count it down and then we're going to go. Okay. Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. When it starts to get challenging, you take a big breath in, hold that breath, breathe out as you push. Try to keep yourself as straight as possible. Keep that plank position. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Let the shoulders relax. Nice job, Sarah. Nice, Mario. I saw that last one. We were like, nope. Awesome. We got a few more people going here. We're doing good. It's tough. You know, there's something funny that when I talk to people who aren't CrossFitters or otherwise, and sometimes I'll ask them, you know, if we're talking about exercise, how many push-ups can they do? Especially some of my my larger egoed uncles or otherwise, they'll be like, oh, I can do 50 push-ups, no problem. And I'm like, I'll give you $20 if you can do 20, right? And I don't think I've ever lost any money on that one because people underestimate a true push-up. They underestimate how challenging that gets, how fast that gets. So I did put this into Wodify in its own category because this is something that I will put into workouts at the gym. So I do want you to have a record of it. So when you're recording your results today, there is a separate category for the max effort push-ups one shot today. Okay. I would like everybody to do a couple squats for me, 10 squats or so. Just maybe grab the weight that you plan on using for the thruster and do one with it just to see how everybody's feeling. Make sure everyone feels warm here and make sure they've picked something appropriate. If you feel like you're a little tight in a certain area, we can stretch out a bit.
So I guess it's just kind of pick our poison for this.
It is, yes. So we are going to do this one probably a couple weeks in a row. So if you want to shoot low today or decide today, what do you have as an option for you there, Ryan?
I have I can do 95.
Okay, And what rep scheme were you thinking?
I was thinking 8 to 10.
Yeah, I think that'll be pretty spicy.
I was thinking 8 like for this week and see if I can maintain that.
Okay.
So
That's 80 thrusters. That's double Fran, right?
yeah, I figure Fran I can get 45 out in under 4. So I figure
Yeah, go
10
for it.
minutes.
All right, how's everybody feeling? Everyone tried it a few times? And like I said, this is the test week. I do plan on having this one in for the next couple weeks. So if you shoot low and you complete it and you feel like you could have gone more, don't worry, it's not a missed opportunity. It sets a good baseline, right? I really love the thruster as a full body movement, so I feel like it's a great one to do while we're stuck out of the gym. I'm waiting for the announcements today. I don't know how many of you follow what's going on, but there might be some reopening announcements. Is it at 3 o'clock, Alan? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, to see what they say as far as reopening. We have a ton of gym protocols. We're going to have to, even as the coaches, we're going to have to do a dress rehearsal to see how it's going to look. It's going to be kind of weird for the first while. Definitely.
Yeah, the protocols are key. So.
Or what? Sorry?
Yep.
Yeah.
Protocols are key to be placed.
Yeah. You know, there is some things that we still have questions about, like bathrooms, right? What do you do with a bathroom? You can't not have a bathroom, but do you have like a cleaning station in there and people clean it before they use it and then clean it again after they leave? Or, you know, I know with the change rooms, we said we're just going to close them. You can get changed in your car or whatever. You got to change before you come. But, and the coaches people will have to wait in their car, and the coach will have to go get them and then bring them in one by one. Definitely going to be, I don't know, it's going to be weird. I'm excited to get into the gym period and get on the road, but it'll be interesting for sure. So. Okay. Is everybody ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go for this one. Anybody have any last minute questions? Feel free to mute yourself or unmute yourself and let me know. Help you out.
Can you call the halfway?
I will definitely. Yeah, I'll call 30 seconds on each one. Okay, my timer might call it automatically, but I'll call it too. Okay. Every minute on the minute, max thrusters or as many thrusters as you feel is an appropriate amount. I do advise not going past the 45-second mark if you want to get any kind of rest for this. It'd be pretty challenging. So, okay, we are starting in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Make sure you push your head through at the top of that movement.
Halfway there.
That is 30 seconds. If you were done way before the 30 seconds mark, don't worry about that, because that may not be at the end. Ten seconds.
10 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. Drive out of the heels, breathing in on the way down, out on the way up.
Halfway there.
45.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Go.
Halfway there.
30 seconds. You feeling the core, Alan?
10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Round 4. Driving out of the heels when you come out of that bottom. Head up, chest up, core stays tight. Let the weight rest on your shoulders or on your chest as much as possible on the way down. You don't want to be holding it out there. It's going to burn out your shoulders.
Halfway there.
30 seconds.
Ten seconds.
Round 5 coming up. Halfway mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Halfway there.
30 seconds. Leanne and Jerry, you must get some weird looks from the neighbors. They got 2 barbells in the driveway here, just banging away thrusters, I'm sure.
10 seconds.
I feel like nowadays people are used to it. 3, 2, 1. Round 6. Here we go.
Halfway there.
Four more rounds. 10
10
seconds.
seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep that depth.
Halfway
30 seconds. Make sure you're checking in with your upper back, right? You don't want to have, especially in the top of the back, don't have those shoulders sinking down or have the top of your upper back starting to round slightly. Really fight to keep that back nice and straight.
10 seconds.
The hips go straight up and down on this one. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Round 8. How you feeling, Amanda?
Halfway there.
Ten seconds. 2 more rounds. Here we go, round 9.
Halfway there.
30 seconds.
Ten seconds.
3, 2, 1. Last round.
Last round.
Make sure you're not creeping into your toes. Stay on the balls of those feet. Heels down. Thirty seconds.
Ten seconds.
Last 10 seconds. Time. Awesome. Killed it. Great job, folks. I'm just going to lead you through some stretches here in a minute, but I want you to come over. I want some feedback on how it went. So you can either unmute yourself and chime in, or you can just let me know with thumbs up. I could have did more. Thumbs sideways, I did perfect. Thumbs down, I bit off more than I can chew. Somewhere in the middle. How many did you do, Russell? How many were you going for? 5s?
Yeah, I did 5 per round, but on round 7, my left hand started to hurt.
Your wrist or the hand itself?
No, like in here, because I think I was gripping sort of too tightly somehow.
Yep.
Or maybe just didn't warm that part of me up enough. So
Yeah, sometimes I know that feeling where you get that little pressure point kind of on your hand. It starts to get aggravated.
I skipped out on round 8 and did half of round 7. But otherwise,
I wonder if the pressure from the push-ups might have had a say in that as well, right? Because you're pushing on the hands. Oh. Anyone else feel like they could have did more?
I felt that in the first part of it, and then increased around at least 1 or 2 per all the way up. So I got a little over 170.
Okay, yeah. So we're definitely going to do this one again next week. So you'll have a chance to either progress or try again at what if you didn't quite make it through this one, or maybe drop it down a bit if it was a little bit too challenging. But I would like you to enter a score in. I put this one in as a specific score in Wodify as well. Obviously, the first stretch that I would like to do with you is going to be quad stretch. So you have the choice of a couch stretch if you have the option for it. If you don't, standing, just holding something and just bringing one foot. Let's just do about a minute per side of a quad stretch here. If any of you have any questions about potential reopening, you can ask me. And I can try and answer them as best I can. I might not have all the answers yet, but it's definitely going to be a feeling out process to start.
Aaron,
Yep.
one thing what we're struggling with at our work to looking to open up is lack of sinks.
Yeah.
There's a sink in each bathroom. I don't know if it's possible to put an outside sink or something like that.
Yeah, we have, what do we have? Like, we got four at the gym, including the one in the lobby. Like, right now, our classes are probably going to be limited to 9 people. So it's not too bad.
But
It
that
might be,
means
it'll be interesting. The way that we might have it worked, you might not really touch anything anyway.
Yeah.
Right? If you can imagine showing up to the gym and sitting in your car, and then the coach comes out, gets you, and you come in, and you go to your designated spot in the gym, and you probably, your equipment will be already there and cleaned, and then you won't leave that square for the duration of the time you're in the gym. So it'll be, I don't know, that'll be one we'll definitely have to look at. Good. Next stretch I'd like to do is just pigeon stretch, please. Pigeon stretch. About a minute on each side. This one's always my favorite. Tom found a fogger. So it's like a device you can fill with like cleaning solution, and then it sprays it like a fog over things. We got him to fill it with water and spray himself in the face
You gonna get an RC
in one of our Zoom meetings. So.
Is you gonna get a drone so you can just hover it around?
Yeah, it's. We're trying to go overboard. Is the idea that if we can go overboard, then hopefully things work out. After the pigeon one, I'd like to do just a quick hamstring stretch as well. If you have a favorite hamstring stretch, you're more than welcome to do that. If you don't, you just be sitting on your butt with one leg straight and the other leg pushed in. The other leg against your thigh. We have definitely discussed programming as far as what that's going to look like when we get back into the gym as far as writing the workouts. I know everybody is probably super keen to get into some weight and heavy weight, but we have to be careful, especially because, for this group, you guys have been pretty consistent with exercising, but there is definitely a chunk of our population that hasn't done a lot. And if they come in and human nature, they try to attempt what they had done before, it could prove problematic for them. So there'll be the first few workouts probably will have the ability to scale up or scale down considerably. You think you'll have sore legs from this tomorrow?
Sure.
I am planning on doing the karate warm up tomorrow.
From the
So
sounds of it, the abs will be worse tomorrow if you're doing the
the
core.
V ups, yeah, I'm doing them right after this class.
There's some in Waterfy. There's 2 different things to put the score in today.
Yes, I want you to use the max effort push-ups. Use that to put the push-ups in.
Oh,
And-
sorry, I meant for the V-up challenge.
Oh well, yes, because you can put it in both. It doesn't matter, but I put that in there in the bottom piece, the 100 VFs for time, because it might be a workout that we would do in the future that wouldn't be part of a core challenge. So, and then you'd be like, well, I know I've done this, but it wouldn't come up unless it was core challenge day 3. So
Okay.
I would put it in both.
I'm just glad I didn't have the Russian judge judging my V-ups in the last 40 years.
I expect to be right there with you, buddy. I've done some of these things before, and I remember the 100 VFs for time when we did one like this before, and definitely, well, I had the unfortunateness of doing it beside Leah and Vicky, who Leah can bang off VFs like nothing, and Vicky was like a super high level gymnast. So I was the flopping fish between them while the 2 of them were just banging him off. Like I was like,
And no ego hit at all, right?
no, there's no. I knew when I lined up beside them, I'd be in trouble. But even today, it's been a long time since I've done 100 VS for time. So I fully expect to devolve into the tuck at some point there. So, I'm thinking sets of 10. How did you break it up?
I did sets of 10 up until 60, and then basically my form started to really go. So I just basically did the sets per form.
Whatever you could do. Yeah,
And my
that's what I
rest period
thought
got
too.
longer.
Yeah, it's gonna be 10, 10, 10, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah.
3, 6, yeah.
Yeah.
It just
All right, folks, come on over and unmute yourself here. Let's wrap this up. It's a shorter one today. Show me your hands. Thanks, everybody, for coming down here. Make sure, record the score for the thrusters because we're going to do it again next week. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Thank you.
thanks everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Keep it real.